Hey yo, what's up? My name is Myne, and we have another postcard for us today on this beautiful Friday, the 23rd of April. It's weekend tomorrow. I know, I can't wait for it. But before we get into the weekend, we gotta discuss this postcard. And let me tell you guys, there's some juicy information here. So grab your popcorn, get seated, because we're in for a good one here. Starting off, like always, we're gonna talk about the caption, which says, "As custodians of nature, KWEEBECS play and prosper within their leafy villages, all while keeping their vigilant watch over the deepest secrets of the forest." Little earth emoji, little plant emoji. Now, hear me out. And this is going to be a far-fetched theory. I know that there's been a lot of theories going around the past years about Hytale. This one's going to be the craziest. It's going to blow your socks off. The reason they posted this one, because yesterday was Earth Day. Okay. I know. You're shocked by this one, but they probably posted a KWEEBEC, a very earthy, a very naturey one because of Earth Day. Let's get into the real information though. Let's talk about this little lady up top. Hey, let's not beat around the bush here. I know there's a lot of bush in this postcard. We'll get back to that. Drop a rat in the comments down below. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. I'll give you a little heart as a thank you. We'll move on. This postcard showed off 3 KWEEBECs. We have the older man. We have this female KWEEBEC sitting on top of the tree. And then we have Canadian Flash's audience down in the left-hand corner. So we have a lot of representation within this KWEEBEC little village. We have KWEEBECs from all different age ranges and genders, and we'll be interested to see how they all interact and possibly form within the story because, I mean, we've seen all of these characters for the most part before, so they're definitely an integral part of Hytale, and it'll be interesting to see how their role plays out within the story. Let's talk about what everyone here is waiting for, and it's probably the most exciting thing about this entire postcard in general. I mean, what the heck am I looking at? This is one curvy piece of wood holding up the lamp, but it's not the only location in this postcard that we see this wood. I mean, we see it on the tree, we see it on the right side, we see it a little bit on the top. It looks like they're just like thicker branches. We see that they have connected textures, how they all form their swirls around being placed to each other. I'd be interested to see how the swirls form if you place a bunch of them just on top of each other, how they form around the corners. Maybe you put 3 or 4 on top of a single one. Does it stretch out accordingly? That'd be interesting to know. One thing I do want to note about these fence posts, these branches, is that you can see that there's a distinct texture difference, and I'd be interested to see if that is changed in the full version of the game because you can clearly see the line between the different blocks. And in my opinion, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Said this already before. It doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good when you see the distinct line between each individual block. I mean, the tree trunks rather, on the right side, the big tree, doesn't have the individual lines separating each trunk. That wouldn't look good. So I think the same should be applied to these branches. You can see a very stark color difference between the bottom half of the branch and the top one. The top is a lot darker. It could very well be noted that maybe you can color the wood a tiny bit, maybe add some tones to it, because on the lamppost itself, the bottom is very dark. It gets lighter as you get to the top, but in that corner here, it gets dark again, and it just doesn't look good to me. So I hope there's an explanation or a fix to this later on. I talked about bushes enough already, so let's just go ahead and get to them. We have 2 kinds of bushes here. We have some thorns and we have some berries. Now, the berries I actually don't really have that much of an interest for. If you can eat them, well, it better be the strongest food in the game. If not, well, that's fine. It's a cool decoration item. What I'm really interested in is the thorns. Do you take damage while walking in them? Do KWEEBECs take damage while walking in them? Can you pick them up? All questions that are very important for my later base, if you know what I mean. No one's getting through that. Not even KWEEBECs. Please make them damage KWEEBECs. It'd be so funny.
And now for the part you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Hytale is including
Moxie chairs! Holy cow! What the heck? This is actually insane. I'm actually freaking out. Okay. How do I deal with this? Hytale has mossy wooden chairs. My life is complete. My life is actually complete.
ba-da-bum-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-bum-ba-da.